This Donghua begins with a narrative. In ancient times, there was an evil power called the Abyss which was able to destroy the entire world. Just then, there was a monster named Sosol who wanted to use the power of the Abyss, but his action was thwarted by a man named Bis Genesis, who is a protector of the galaxy. After he sealed Sosol in the Forbidden Land on the Star Wild planet, Bis changed his form into a black crystal. Then he broke himself and sent the shards to all corners of the world so that his holy power could be inherited by the right people and according to his purpose. Of the many scattered shards, one of them landed on Earth. The fall of the crystal also had time to make the inhabitants of the Earth feel confused. After conducting a study, scientists agreed that black crystals could be used as a future energy source. They then planned to travel to the planet Star Wild to conduct further research. During the preparations, the black crystal suddenly exploded and hit a male research crew named Chen Mo. Luckily, he didn't suffer any fatal injuries. It's just that after the incident, he got a vision of the reverse passage of past events from Bis Genesis. But at that time, Chen Mo didn't really care about it. After the preparations were complete, Chen Mo and his crew were dispatched to the Star Wild planet. Unfortunately, the trip did not go smoothly because their crew was 150 years behind the target. Besides that, only Chen Mo survived, while the rest of the crew had turned into monsters. During his confusion, Chen Mo meets a robot commander, a guard at the Federation headquarters, who will be his traveling crew. Without realizing it, the struggle of Chen Mo and his robot crew has been going on for 3 years. Chen Mo finally managed to find a plane that could take him away from Star Wild, and they planned the trip the next day. Just as Chen Mo was preparing their equipment with the commanding robot, and Woohoo who was the guiding robot, suddenly a strange object fell from the sky. Out of curiosity, the three of them rushed over to take a look. As it turned out, the foreign object was one of the Thorn Knight's planes. After that, they decided to return to headquarters. Arriving at the base, Chen Mo finally found out that the person using the plane was a Thorn Imperial princess named City. After going through a long debate, Chen Mo and his crew decided to postpone their departure plans, because they have to help City and her crew first until they fully recover. Even though thrones are actually enemies of humans, Chen Mo still chooses to guard them. Meanwhile, other throne troops, led by Keen, are seen heading to the Star Wild planet on a mission to find the whereabouts of City. At first, Keen and his squad were overwhelmed by the Star Wild defense system, which continued to fire at their plane. But with their combat experience, they finally managed to break in. Due to the battle, the throne troop planes suffered a lot of fatal damage, so they couldn't communicate with the headquarters. They also lost access to open the portal again. Even so, Keen still decided to continue their journey to complete their mission, because saving City is their obligation. On the other hand, after being unconscious for so long, City finally woke up. City, who doesn't know anything, thinks Chen Mo and his crew are her enemies, so she catches them. After that, she took Woohoo away with her, because only Woohoo could lead her to the Black Crystal Tower, where she could find information about the whereabouts of her older brother, Hugh. At the same time, Keen and his crew were suddenly shocked by the information about Hugh. It turned out that Hugh and his long-lost troops had been infected with the power of the Abyss in the Forbidden Land. Therefore, Keen immediately ordered his troops to land in Star Wild to reveal what really happened to Hugh. Meanwhile, City is seen accessing information in the Black Crystal Tower, looking for Hugh's whereabouts. Unfortunately, until then, she could not find the exact location of Hugh's whereabouts. Through the Black Crystal Tower, City had a chance to connect with Keen. He warned City to return immediately, as Star Wild is not a place she can easily explore. But City remains determined to find Hugh until he is found. After that, City decided to arrest Chen Mo because she needed his plane to continue her journey. According to her, currently, only Chen Mo can she rely on. On the other hand, Keen and his crew get new clues through a screen. It turned out that Hugh had been infected with the power of the Abyss and ordered the monsters to finish off his own troops. The sight worried Keen, even speculating that Hugh could no longer be saved. When Keen and his crew were repairing their plane, suddenly, their radar detected a monster approaching them very quickly. It turned out that the approaching monsters were Hugh's troops. With the plane's condition badly damaged, they still tried to escape. But easily, Hugh's troops attacked the throne troop plane until it fell. After that, they planned to attack Chen Mo's army. When the monsters arrived at Chen Mo's base, City was fighting alone against the monsters. Meanwhile, Chen Mo and his crew focused on repairing their planes. But after that, Chen Mo instead used the opportunity to escape from City. After Chen Mo's plane flew away from that place, he changed his mind and realized they shouldn't have left City alone. What's more, the number of monsters that came was also increasing. When City was desperate, luckily, Chen Mo and his crew arrived just in time to save her. It didn't take long for them to finish off the monsters. But that's not the end, because they have to face a man named York who is City's uncle. At that time, he was under the influence of the power of the Abyss. Seeing York's strength, Chen Mo and crew tried to find a way to escape. Even Clever Ghost and Asura also sacrificed themselves to buy time. Unfortunately, their efforts were in vain because York's strength was indeed very strong. Chen Mo also felt annoyed and angry because he had lost 2 of his crew. Without realizing it, his anger awakened the Bisque power within him. The power immediately pulled Hugh's armor into City's hands. Then the armor was automatically attached to Chen Mo's body. As a result, with his strength, he managed to beat York. After that, Chen Mo developed a high fever and was knocked unconscious due to the side effects of using the armor. Upon awakening, Chen Mo was already on the plane with City, Woohoo, and the commander robot. They decided to head to the throne troop plane to ask for their help. But in the middle of the trip, City actually made Chen Mo angry because she kept urging him to explain why he could use Hugh's armor, because that is very unlikely to happen. Worried that City would hurt Chen Mo, the robot commander then took the initiative to get City out of the plane. But after that, their plane crashed due to a lightning strike. Meanwhile, City continues to explore the place where the throne plane crashed. Then accidentally, City met a woman named Geo and a man named Jerry. At first, there was a misunderstanding between them because Geo thought City was involved in Hugh's plan. After looking at City's memories, she finds no sign that City is siding with Hugh. It's just that while staring at Chen Mo, Geo said that they had to find Chen Mo immediately, because only his strength can solve this problem. On the other hand, Chen Mo and his crew are now being held by the throne troops after their plane crashed right at the throne troops' hideout. Like the previous City, Keen and his troops suspected Chen Mo because he was wearing Hugh's armor. Feeling annoyed by the situation, Chen Mo's anger triggered Bisque's strength to rise, and how shocked Keen and his troops were when Hugh's armor sided with Chen Mo. Luckily, the chaos didn't last long because Geo managed to stop Chen Mo. She then absorbed the power of Bisque from within Chen Mo's body. After studying the core of Bisque's power in Chen Mo's body, Geo then knows that the throne's power also comes from the Bisque Genesis Black Crystal Fragment. In addition, she also said that they must immediately seal Sasol again, which is why Bisque was willing to sacrifice himself and pass on his power to them. Chen Mo himself was chosen to inherit Bisque's power because Bisque believed that Chen Mo would use his power appropriately, according to Bisque's purpose. Not long after, the monster army came back to attack them. Keen decided they should immediately retreat to the military base, which was not far from there. Arriving there, Chen Mo, who had woken up, immediately looked for a way to get out of the throne troops' surveillance. Unexpectedly, City instead gave a gift to him. She also said that Asura and Clever Ghost were rescued by her because previously she had recorded their memories of consciousness. While preparing for the mission to seal Sasol, Morina and City had an argument. Morina insists that she doesn't want City to join the mission because she considers City a traitor. But City still insisted on going with them. She didn't want the thrones to hurt Hugh. City was sure they could still save Hugh from the Abyss's influence. Knowing that, Chen Mo also intends to help City as a thank you for saving Asura and Clever Ghost. After telling City his plan, Chen Mo immediately met Frey and Keen, who were trying to open a teleportation portal to the Forbidden Land. Chen Mo then offers a deal to Keen. He will give them a pure black crystal stone which is a power source to open a portal for them, but on a condition: Keen must promise to take City along on their mission. Since there was no other choice, Keen accepted Chen Mo's offer. Knowing Chen Mo's plan worked made City feel very happy. To celebrate it, the two of them agreed to spend the night together. They both exchanged stories about their experiences and their next goals. How lucky Chen Mo was that night because he got to see City laughing out loud for the first time. It made him unable to look away because of her beauty. The next day, Keen immediately prepares his troops to go to the Forbidden Land. Before that, Keen had advised all the members that their mission was not only to seal Sasol, but that they would also save Hugh from the Abyss's influence, no matter the consequences. After everything is ready, Keen and his troops set out for the Forbidden Land. Upon arrival, Keen and his squad were immediately greeted by Hugh. Suddenly, City intends to resuscitate Hugh. But unfortunately, the influence of the Abyss was still too strong, even making Hugh not recognize City at all. As a result, the fight was unavoidable. Keen, who had prepared, immediately led his troops to distract Hugh while Geo and City would seal Sasol. The fight against Hugh was indeed difficult. Even Keen and his troops were overwhelmed against Hugh, who was advancing alone. Even so, Keen did not give up. However, he was determined to save Hugh's life even though he had to sacrifice his life. Long story short, just as Sasol showed its form, Geo immediately mobilized all of Bisque's strength on Sasol. Thanks to that power, Sasol's soul was finally sealed again. At the same time, Hugh regained his senses, but he revealed that the incident was actually a trap that Geo had deliberately set. It turns out that Geo intends to combine the powers of Bisque and Abyss to achieve unlimited power and immortality. Hugh intends to finish off Geo with his final attack as a penance. But unfortunately, his sacrifice ended in vain because now Geo is no longer an ordinary knight. It could even be said, now she has mastered the power of creation from the combined power of Bisque and Abyss. As Geo was processing into her perfect form, she mobilized all the monsters to distract them all so as not to disturb her. On the other hand, Chen Mo was worried about City's condition, so he decided to go after her. Luckily, Chen Mo came at the right time because City might have become the monster's meal if he was a little late. The fight continued until Geo managed to reach her perfect form, and with her strength, she tried to absorb their power. Moreover, Geo also used her power to swallow them all, including Chen Mo. Then Chen Mo was put into the Chaos Room. There Chen Mo is shown about the nightmares of those closest to him, from when he took the life of his own captain to the time he killed City's life. Geo did all that on purpose to get Chen Mo into the abyss of despair. She hoped that Chen Mo would hand Bisk's power over to her. But without her knowing it, her actions actually triggered Bisk's soul to come out of her. As a result, the fight was unavoidable, and for the second time, Bisk sacrificed himself to absorb all his strength in Geo's body. Before he disappeared completely, Bisk passed on his power and knowledge to Chen Mo. Meanwhile, Geo, who had lost her Bisk power, was trapped in the power of the abyss, turning her into a monster. Geo, who is angry that her goal was not achieved, intends to kill Chen Mo and the crew. Then a fierce battle ensued between Geo against Chen Mo and the others. At first, Chen Mo was overwhelmed by Geo, but things soon turned around after he got help from City, Keen, Frey and Morina. With good crew cooperation, they then managed to beat Geo. Exactly 1 year after the incident, Chen Mo, City, and Keen were seen carrying a suitcase that might be their next mission. The moral that can be learned is that the forces of good and evil will never be able to unite. Even if they try to unite them, the experiment will still fail.